So, should it be up to the NHS to correct the surgery, or should patients be asked to stump up the cash themselves? Jane, you usually take no prisoners on these things. What are you thinking?
Well, in an ideal world, no. But it's not an ideal world, is it? So, you know, if somebody goes abroad to have an operation, they come back, they develop sepsis or whatever, you know, life-threatening condition, of course the NHS are gonna help them. And I suppose, where do you end it, right? So it's like...
what if it's just gone a bit wonky?
If you turn up in A&E on a Saturday night with a head injury and they go, have you been drinking? Well, yes, I have. I fell over. Well, oh, sorry, you've been drinking. We can't treat you.
Yeah.
If the NHS has to start doing that, then it's not going to be, you know, fit for its purpose.
But it's only if there's a strict medical reason.
Yeah, I mean, if you come back with one eye higher than the other, but your life's not in threat, you have to go back from whence you came and say, could you put my eyes level, please?
Yeah. From whence you came.
Well, as in,
isn't she?
From where the country you had your op done,
I
mean.
I like that. I know what you meant. It was just beautifully put.
I mean, you know, lots of people go and have these procedures, whatever they are, perfectly successfully. There's no doubt about it. But there is a lot of chat, isn't there, about people who have gone abroad and then have found themselves in that situation and have to come back. But doesn't seem to put people off, does it? I mean, it's incredibly... It's that risk thing that I think is...
Well, I think it's so much cheaper, that's the thing. That's what they're swayed by. They want the surgery. They probably do try and get it here initially and get quotes to have it done, but it's quarter of the price abroad. And for some people, that's the only way they can have it.
You've got good places abroad as well. Statistically, a lot of these operations go right.
No, that's what I say, but I suppose it's just your attitude to risk. I mean, would you take a risk, Brenda?
I wouldn't take a risk, but at the same time, I have had a mastectomy and a reconstruction.
That's very different, isn't it?
Yeah, but when I was diagnosed with the breast cancer and I was given that option, there was a lot to weigh up for me for the risk side of it, and because, you know, I am somebody who wouldn't... It is classed as cosmetic surgery, you know... And,
not the mastectomy, but the reconstruction.
The reconstruction side of things.
Did you consider not getting a reconstruction?
I did think about that at the time because of those reasons and because of, you know, how I felt. And then I spoke to a best friend of mine and she was like, no disrespect, but you're quite big, so having one that's out there and one's not, think about it for your mental health side of things. And that took a lot of weighing up for me. But, you know, I can understand why people get it done. You know, body dysmorphia is a real thing, and people do...
It is a good point, because, you know, you often kind of frame this discussion in terms of, my goodness, why would you take that risk, you know, just to sort out your neck? I'm not looking at you, Colleen.
You were.
I wasn't, honestly.
She was looking at all of us.
She was literally looking at all my chins then.
You've got to keep doing
just three of them.
Just 3 of them. Do the neck exercises every morning and every night.
We'll do that, Brenda,
Oh, really? Well, when you start working.
You see anything on my neck? No.
No. Well, you've got a few years on us, but... I mean, I've said before, you know, I went to consider getting the old joke up like that. Do you think that'd be good? And at the end of the consultation, the guy was really good, but he did what he was obliged to do and say, well, of course, there is an X chance of you having, you know, damage your facial nerve. And at that point, I thought, no, I am not prepared to take the risk because it's cosmetic. But as you say, Brenda, for a lot of people, it can affect their mental health. So it's
I mean, the thing that worries me slightly now is that it's become so fashionable, especially in kind of young people, that now young people, to me, every time I see them, I just think they look the same. But what worries me is that if they're worried about how they look now, how are they going to feel when they get to 50, 60? Like us, probably feel like us. But what I mean is there's only so far they can go before it starts looking...
That is a good point.
It doesn't work anymore.
But it's like
and then it's an addiction where you just
have to keep topping it up.
Yeah, I mean, things go wrong here, by the way, as well. People have operations and procedures in this country and it goes wrong. Do your research. Everybody should do their research. And I do appreciate why people go abroad, because it's cheaper. Sometimes you can say, hey, I'm off to Turkey on a 2-week holiday. You have a procedure on day 1. You come back, everybody goes, oh, my God, you look so well after your holiday. And you can hide the fact that you've had something done. But do your research.
I mean, you said before that you had your eyes done, that little bit there. I mean, if you could have got it for a quarter of the price somewhere else, you wouldn't have.
Well, because it's my eyes, so I wanted an ophthalmic, you know, proper surgeon.
But you'd get one abroad.
And also, I want to be able to go back if I don't like something. I want to be able to go back and knock on the door and go, sort this out. Whereas the minute you have it done abroad, it's harder to do that. So...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think that is the key thing, Jane, and I think that's the advice that often is given. You've got to make sure you get the procedure done where there is aftercare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if anything does go wrong, which can happen anywhere,
And also, we need to
there's the
stop
aftercare.
judging people who do want to have it done, because I think it's an individual
Yeah.
choice, and also stop judging people who don't want
I
to
know,
have
I
it
know.
done.